Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to copying content that's around a decade old. Probably not great to admit that off the bat, but I think honesty is the best policy. And I think you could have figured that out anyway if you look what's going on the screen right now. Because we are playing some Modern Warfare. Not the original Modern Warfare Remastered, because I'm not playing the original one. Yes, that is right, in the year of 2023 this is a Call of Duty commentary YouTube channel, and we have good things in store for you. What do you want to know about? You want to know about girls? You want to know about finances? You want to know about guys? Big, hunky, muscly guys? We'll discuss all of that and more to come in the next few episodes. But for now, we're just getting started. And to start this off, let's talk about where this came from. So I'm 20 years old, and like most people my age, I was raised by the internet, which is not a great thing. We didn't know that at the time, but now we know it wasn't a great thing. But after we got home from school, in between the Sky Does Minecraft and gore videos that we would find online, sometimes we sat down and watched some good old COD commentaries from Mr. Sark, Hutch, or if you're from Britain like me, Syndicate. Syndicate playing Call of Duty Zombies, playing Kino was a massive part of my childhood, and maybe we'll do that, but I'm nowhere near as good as Syndicate is, or was, and I don't think I ever will be. But if I feel like embarrassing myself, maybe I'll make some Zombies gameplay. But you know, you come home from school, you open up your laptop with a Bugatti Veyron as the desktop background, because it was the fastest car in the world at the time, and immediately you load up YouTube. And hopefully some of you relate to this, but I would watch COD commentary YouTubers, as I've already said. And now that I look back, I actually got a lot of advice from them, and I didn't realise how formative they probably were for me. And it's a style of content that I genuinely love. I love hearing YouTubers talk and just sit down and be genuine with their audience, because I think in this day and age where it's so much Mr. Beast, hyperactive content, it's really nice to just hear a YouTuber sit down and talk. That's why PewDiePie still pulls in like a good 3 million views, and of course, compared to his channel, that's not much, but there is something to be said for a YouTuber just being genuine and just talking about what they've got going on in life. I think it may be parasocial in some ways, yeah, sure. But I think with the way things are going with Cocomelon and ultra-saturated thumbnails, I think it's actually nice. Before it was very tired, you know, everyone and their grandmother had a channel where they talked about, well, they did commentary, and then it evolved into Leafy, and then it was iDubbbz, and it all became quite toxic in the end. And then that turned into commentary channels, where people would make videos on commentary channels who were making videos on people, and it's a massive cycle. But anyway, I thought, why don't we bring it back down to basics and just have some good old Modern Warfare content in the background. Now, this is the first video, and also this is my first game. So I launched up my PS4, and immediately I could smell burning, which was great. So I took it apart and dusted it, because Jesus Christ, it needed it. There was no family of spiders like sometimes you see on Reddit. But yeah, it was dusty. So the burning smell's gone, which is good. Hopefully I don't set my house on fire. But yeah, if the gameplay in the background is poor, then you know why. This is my first time launching up this game in 5 years since it was first released with Infinite Warfare. I do have a PC, which is what I'm editing this on now, and I do want to get the older Call of Duties running on it, and if I can, I might just get an Xbox Series 1. Which is a lot of money to spend to just record some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, but I'm enjoying this so far, so might as well. But before we get out of here, I think it's important to talk about some of our influences, which I've already mentioned, some like Mr. Sark, Hutch, Syndicate, but also jschlatt. jschlatt is a massive part of this community, if you can call it that, as he's one of the only people really doing this anymore, and I've definitely taken some inspiration from that, which I think is good to admit at first. Because you see that with YouTubers that like sit on a yoga ball and green screen their videos, and they're like, what, I've never heard of Nakey Jakey. But don't worry, there's going to be no unlimited bacon or game. Well, there's going to be games. There's going to be unlimited games, but there'll be no bacon. This may be inspired by jschlatt and his content, but I hope to not copy it, because I do want to provide some sort of value here, like those YouTubers that I used to listen to when I was younger. You know, they were all valuable because they talked about different things. Syndicate was very funny, and he didn't really have serious discussions a lot of the time, but like Woody, for example, Woody was one of my favourites, because especially as a young preteen boy, all of his videos talking about how to get girls and, you know, what to do and your first kiss and all this, it was what I wanted at the time. You know, I was 13. And maybe we'll talk about my first kiss, but not yet. Let's not go too fast. But kids nowadays just have Andrew Tate, which I don't know who's better, Woody or Andrew Tate. Definitely Woody, probably Woody. I don't think I can make these videos weekly, just balancing everything in my life. I want to make them weekly, I want to make them more than weekly, but I have a few scripts, a few videos planned. Hopefully I could get those out relatively soon, but after that we'll see how things go. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to some better gameplay, some better topics than this video, and I hope this pans out. But I'm looking forward to being your £5 or $5 therapist. I'm British, so pound. Although I've been told I sound American by a lot of people around me. I think it's just because I pronounce my words properly, and a lot of people are like, "Oi, bruv, mate, innit?" We don't all talk like that, by the way, but some of us definitely do. But I don't want to start a British hate train in the comments, you know. 1776 was a fluke. We will be back. We won't. We would get demolished so quickly. I think all it would take for the Americans to beat us nowadays is just if they stopped letting us wear their clothes. Every girl I know dresses like she's from New York. It's a black hoodie with like grey joggers. They wear Timbs sometimes, but it's mainly like Air Forces and a puffer jacket. It's like, are you from the Bronx? No, you're from Yorkshire. Calm down. But enough of my flashbacks to school. We'll talk about that in a later episode probably. I've got some stories. But for now, call me if you get lost. Pull over if you're tired. Stay hydrated. Make sure you get some sleep. You get the routine. And with that in mind, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.